enforcement that escalates. Right? He talks about when they see you, yes, there's escalate, but work on de-escalate.
You know what it is?
You work on escalating.
You fucking angry, man. Look, I'm over here trying to be on your side, trying to find a loophole to jump in.
No,
you just fucking angry.
Listen, I know how he is with cops. I've been his Cody. I've been in the passenger. I know how he acts. He a dick.
And this is literally coming from somebody who's been arrested, locked up, harassed since I was 12 by police. Nigga, you angry.
I am angry. I'm not going to cap.
One time, right, when we got locked up years back. 16, right? I think I was 16, I was 17, something like that, right? So he gets arrested first. All right. Then I come in a day or two later, right?
Turned yourself in?
That long?
Yeah. My parents did. My parents turned me in. My parents was not with the shit.
We was on a run. That was
we was on a run.
We was on a run for like a week or two. So it had to be like 2 weeks later they got you.
Yeah, from that, yeah. So when we get there, obviously I got there, whatever. The cop told me, he was like, you know what he told me? I was like, what? I could only imagine. He says, your boyfriend told me that I just got to do what I got to do. When I tell you I was a dick, and from there, he said, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do what I got to do. That nigga spit the charges, rearrested his ass. You know what I'm saying? That's how aggravated he be making cops.
Another reason I don't like cops.
So that's what I'm saying. LB escalated the situation.
I'll
Like,
tell
we
you why I
could
don't like
this
cops.
over with. This nigga got him on a whole meal plan for L. Like, I'm
So,
this week, that week,
I did some shit, right? But the shit that I did this shit all together. Mm-hmm. So the nigga come, right? I found out he looking for me or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, let me go. I ain't gonna run forever. Whatever. I'm gonna face whatever the fuck it is. I knew he was gonna come looking for me though. So I go to turn myself in. So he want to ask me questions. He talking to me, this, that, and the third. So he asking me what happened. I'm like, oh, listen, man, I don't know what happened. So I'm trying to beat around the bush, this, that, and the third.
Wait.
So then he goes, listen, you're under arrest. So once he said I'm under arrest, I said, well, listen, you got to do what you got to do.
Now, mind you,
I'm not going to keep talking to you. If I'm under arrest, do what you got to do.
The arrogance. This is when he is a student at John Jay, criminal justice school. Yeah. So he really think he know the fucking law.
I did know the law.
You know what I'm saying? So the arrogance nigga came in there like he the lawyer.
I knew the law.
He the judge. He the jury.
I asked myself, what you going to charge me with?
And he think he the cop boss.
Because I knew the penal code. So I knew the law. I knew what I was guilty of and what I want. So this nigga, what these niggas did, how he did the shit, right? He hit me with like 5 charges at one time.
He's like, oh, so you're a smart ass, huh?
He hit me with like 5 felonies one time for one incident. But mine was 2 incidents. You know what I'm saying? I did both of them shits. And I knew it. And I knew he knew. You know what I'm saying? So he hit me with the 5. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, why he ain't bring this other shit up? This shit don't make no sense. So he's like, is anything else you want to tell me? So I'm like, do what you got to do, man. He's like, I got a good feeling I'm going to be seeing you again. So I'm like, this nigga saying this shit, right? I'm like, nigga, see, in my head, I'm like, you're going to see me again. This is my only time. I ain't about to do no shit, right? So then I go, get a rain, I get ROR. He knew I was going to get ROR because my first charge.
You know, he met the nigga at the court.
2 weeks later, on my next court date, this nigga come and arrest me at my next court date.
He was like,
and charge me with another 3.
Smiling. Like he was happy as fuck.
With another 3 in front of the judge. So the judge think I'm out on bail and did a new crime. Meanwhile, this shit was from before. So he double trumped my shit up. This time, they hit me with a bail. Locked me the fuck up. So he could have gave me all of it one time and I would have got ROR, but because he split it up that way,
he was so upset.
I had to sit.
He made a jingle out of the shit.
Huh?
I went through that shit too, but I got ROR on the second one.
Oh, yeah.
I bailed the first one and got ROR on the second one.
Yeah, they did me feel.
Shout out to Suffolk County.
Yeah, Suffolk County, all right. Suffolk County, all right. But on the tickets, Suffolk County would kill you.
But nah, I had to deal with a detective that been harassing me since I moved to Uniondale.
Yeah.
Detective Valente. I'm talking about, like, I walk out my crib.
Yep.
He got me and my little brother sitting on the curb.
That's wild.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get pulled over. I got 12 police behind me. I'm like, this shit crazy. This nigga locked me up. Came to my job at UP because I went on a run.
Yeah.
Found out I had no warrant. Came back. This nigga came to my job, arrested me. I walked out. You would have thought I was being lied. How many police was out there?
That's wild.
That's crazy shit.
When I say, like, I've never been interrogated that long, it was to the point where I got real disrespectful. I'm talking about like, and I act like I was asleep. I told him like, you know what? Suck my dick. And I got my eyes in the wind. I'm like, yo, they about to fuck me up. I'm like, yo. And plus, I know I'm going away, so I'm just like,
it is what it is.
Just get me the fuck out of here.
Facts. That's the thing. Once you know you going down, it's like, all right, just get me to my bunk, nigga. I'm tired. I'm ready to take a nap.
They used to say that to a lot when we used to go to 7-Eleven and shit. They see the nigga, they be like, God, what's up? Like, they knew the nigga name. They knew me. They knew his name. Like, hey,
God.
what's up?
They used to
like,
call me God every time.
Like,
what's up,
I
God?
didn't act
And
right with you. It was months
it's
later.
like generational curse. My last name.
Yep.
So it was just like, oh fuck. As soon as every time I got arrested, I pulled over. You know George Beeman? Fuck. Father. Kevin Beeman? Like my uncle had the first carjacking in Nassau County.
Do you know all your family?
Oh, that's lit.
So
do you know your
as
family?
soon as I get arrested, they say Beeman. I got two last names.
Yeah.
But they see the Beeman part.
Beeman. That's all that matters.
Kept like, oh, what the fuck? God damn.
Yeah, man. Fuck the police, man. Fuck the police.
That's not my saying.
That's my saying. I don't give a
Place
fuck
that
what
out
nobody
there.
say.
But I also ran into good cops.
There's no such thing as a good cop.
Yes, it is.
That's his rule.
By definition,
He's just fucking angry.
This nigga rub up on you the wrong way and trying to
angry.
tell you.
There are good people who are cops, but there is no such thing as good cops. There's no such thing. I'm willing to argue that with anybody. There's no such thing as a good cop. By definition, by job description, there's no such thing as a good cop. It's what they're charged, what they are responsible to do. Their job that they have to do is not good. So how could you be a good cop?
That's not true. I mean, the thing about it is this. You just, like you said, you're angry. you really are.
I'm aware. I'm not angry.
But see, here's the thing. Like I said, the whole thing of how
This son
the
gonna be a
approach
cop watch.
goes, because like I said, the approach may start off extremely hostile. And like you said, a rolling stop, that's small. But you still broke the law. Regardless of how you want to paint it up, whatever.
So what?
You still broke the law.
So
the cop has every right to if he wants to say, you know what, that's small.
So who should pull those cops over when they be riding on their cell phone?
It depends.
Should I be able to do a citizen's arrest because they broke the law? That's the stupidest fucking thing. Every little thing should not be a reason to pull somebody the fuck over.
You do that shit, you would be shot.
I know I would.
Here's the thing. If you feel that strongly about it,
Yeah.
He does.
go ahead, call the precinct.
Oh God, yeah, call the police.
They'll come and whoop your ass.
They gonna fucking laugh me off the phone. Like, get the fuck off my phone,
They'll
nigga.
be doing, so where you
and
at?
file a complaint.
And then what?
And file a complaint.
And then what happens?
I mean, from there to age.
Nothing happens, right?
But
Come
my
on, let's be
point-
real. Come on.
But my point is this.
You can complain that this nigga shot you in the face in front of your kid and nothing will happen. You think if I complain that you was on a cell phone, something gonna happen? The fuck are we talking about?
Well, his point
You
is
think
that-
Breonna Taylor's family didn't make a fucking complaint? Did anything happen? No.
What he's saying is there's appropriate procedures for you to express your.
My point is this. There are real crimes going on. Real shit is happening. People are really, like, there are really
You
husbands
committed
beating their
both.
wives. There are really people shooting each other. There are really people stealing cars. There are really people doing crimes. And the police should be investigating those crimes and not investigating the public that's just trying to get to work. They're running a little bit behind schedule.
Here's the thing.
We were coming
All
from
of it is the
Fridays.
public. Whether it's a major crime or a minor crime, you're still dealing with the public.
Listen, speeding is not a crime, right?
Speeding
it's a
is a
violation.
crime.
No, it's a violation. It's a traffic violation. It's not a crime.
You go fast enough, it's a crime.
Okay, listen, I'm going 60 in the fucking 50. It's not a crime, okay? 60 in the fucking 50, all right? It's not a fucking crime, okay? Stop pulling people over for going 15 miles an hour over the fucking speed limit. Unless you can clearly see they're swerving in and out of traffic, they're gonna hit somebody it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Some fucking cars on the road. Who the fuck am I hit? Stop pulling people over.
But they don't know where you're coming from. or
Doesn't
why
matter.
you're speeding.
It does matter.
It's their job to investigate.
Y'all are trained. See, that's
what's
what I mean. The
going
difference between
on.
being aware and y'all are just trained to say it's the way it's supposed to be.
Aware?
They're supposed to keep fucking harassing the public over minor stupid shit.
Here's the thing. The speed limit is put there for the safety of the public at all times, whether it's 1 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why it's posted there. Okay? And it's at the discretion of the cop to decide whether or not they want to give you a ticket.
That's my other issue.
You
Give a dumb nigga discretion. Cops are stupid. These niggas are not even the smartest people.
How you figure that?
Most of them have no college experience whatsoever.
A college degree doesn't guarantee that you're an intelligent person.
I didn't say that it did. I didn't say that it did, right? But most of them have no college degree whatsoever.
Okay.
Okay. Look at these there's no requirement that they needed to have a particular GPA in high school.
The law say that. How many degrees? You have like 3 degrees. Like, that shut the fuck up.
Right?
He said it like he didn't have the
Exactly.
You do.
They don't need any requirement as far as GPA for high school. You could have got a fucking D in high school and you can be a cop. You could have fucking got a GED and be a cop. Right?
Well,
am I right or am I wrong in that?
You're wrong. Because here's the thing. It all depends on where you're trying to be a cop at.
Are there police forces in America where you can just have a simple GED and get the fucking job?
That could be one of the requirements to get the job.
All right. So then you can't stop me because I'm still rolling. I'm still accurate here, right? So my point is this, right? There's no IQ test, right? You don't have to pass a certain IQ to be a cop. They'll take anybody, right? As long as you pass whatever little bullshit test they give you, the little psyche eval and the physical and this, that, and the third.
That'd be failing.
It's just like I feel the same way about the military, right? It's the dumbest people in the world in the military. It's a fallback job. Just like the dumbest people in the world are salespeople. It's the type of job, it's like, I can't do nothing else. I'll do this.
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but I completely disagree.
He try to throw himself in there because he do sales.
Plus, they don't pay that much. They don't pay that much either. Smart people understand I need to get more money.
No. See, here's the thing.
That's my other thing.
The thing about it is this, and I tell people this all the time. If you're in law enforcement, you're not in it for money.
Well, that's because you're stupid.
No, because you're not going to make a lot of money in law enforcement.
That's not stupid.
No, it's the same reason why people go and go to the service. You're not doing it. It's not about being stupid.
They're the same people.
It's not about. Oh, I need to make a whole bunch of money.
My brother's a
They have a thing inside them to say, you know what?
Your
I want
brother's
to serve.
stupid. I don't mean to say that, but your brother. Think about how your brother got in the military. Your brother was going down the wrong path. He was in the streets, and the military saved his life. Like, I gotta get out of here. If niggas gonna shoot at me, I might as well get paid to do this shit. But it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? It's not the type of place where it's like they ain't recruiting the smartest of motherfuckers into these things. They're taking anybody.
It's not that they just take anybody. What it is this. It's because in the
You want to
military,
be a cop so bad, don't you? I know you want to be a cop.
The crazy shit about it is,
You probably
Like I
waiting for him to
said,
call you
he
back.
was
You took the
in
test and
John
everything,
Jay's
didn't
college.
you? Wait a second. You waiting for him to call you back? Did you take the test and you waiting for him to call you back? Answer that question,
I went to
nigga.
school for this shit. Fuck that nigga. That was his aspirations at fucking 18. Fuck you.
the fact
You
that
Al wanted to be a cop.
I did. I'm not gonna cap.
School, you got college credits. For
Allah,
this
what I
shit,
used to
nigga.
say. Growing up, you didn't know this is my big brother. Growing up, what I used to say, why I wanted to be a cop.
that's not important.
That is important. I want you to tell the public. When I said I wanted to be a cop, what I used to say.
You say you want to be a cop because they were a gang.
It was a fucking gang. It was the biggest gang. It's like, you gonna be blood? Nah, nigga, I'm gonna be a cop. Cause you talking about, you shoot one of mine, my niggas is coming for you. I can shoot one of yours,
Are
your
you
niggas
angry
ain't
that
coming
you
for
weren't
me.
Initiated? You weren't initiated. Are you angry?
No, I got woke. Not saying like woke, like I'm woke. But I realized, I don't know. I had this inert ability. There I go, my college word. I got this inert ability
A nerd.
to like,
You said a nerd.
to like see the bigger system behind some shit. So once I realized like law enforcement is like this big system and it has to get fed. And when I realized is that crime feeds the law enforcement system and crime has to keep happening. Otherwise people start losing their jobs. Like if there wasn't enough crime happening, you got to start laying off COs, cops, judges, court officers. Like all these people are employed because niggas is committing crimes. Okay. And then when you got private prisons, it's a sale, right? These are publicly traded companies that own prisons. They have to make more sales this year than they did last year. Every company has to grow their sales. The way they grow sales is locking more people up. So when I realized that, I said, oh, you just have to manufacture crime because that's a sale to somebody. And then when I realized it's just a bigger system, I said, I can't do that because then I'm just a part of this system of locking minorities up so niggas can make money off of them.
I mean, that's one way of looking at it. The other way to look at it is this. You know, from inside the law enforcement system, go ahead into those communities and help those people not commit those crimes. Give them skills.
Yeah, give them jobs.
Give them anything, advice, anything to better themselves.
Give them money.
Money doesn't solve.
Oh, you crazy.
No. Money is a temporary fix because the money's going to run out. You going to keep supplying them with money?
Well,
American dollar ain't
yeah,
doing shit
you
now.
would keep supplying them money. It's called a job.
So why not give them the skills of getting a job?
Because the system is not designed that way.
Didn't change the system.
it's not meant to be changed.
That's not true.
You think that the person who owns the private prisons want the system changed?
No.